Canton, Mississippi's own JaCobian Morgan, quarterback, Jackson State University. Is he fat or is he cap? Is he the truth or is his play fool's gold? That, my friends, is the question. So let's discuss this very quickly, okay? But before we do, I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some. Again, hit that subscribe button, share. Put all your people on it. Join the channel if you so desire, okay? And I thank God for all of y'all that be sharing the content for real. Like when I tell y'all I'm so grateful, or I say thank you, or that means so much to me, all that kind of shit. I mean that, okay? Because that's the number one way that my company will grow is through word of mouth. So I greatly appreciate y'all. Okay. Also, make sure y'all follow me across all social media. Okay. Y'all see it scrolling down there. I'm trying to get up to 40,000 followers on Instagram by the end of the year. That's a goal of mine. Okay. So please help me do that. Okay. I'm up like 34,000, something like that. Okay. So help me out with that. Tell your people to do the same. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay. We know that Jackson State University made a switch from the young king, Jason Brown. Shout out to that young king. Made a switch from Jason Brown to Canton, Mississippi's own JaCobian Morgan last week, okay, against Mississippi Valley State. We won that game. Young King looked pretty good, okay. Jack State now is coming off of a win versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. Once again, won that game. Young King looked spectacular, okay. Stats were off the charts. Okay. But let's look at the numbers from both games. Okay. Against Valley, Jack State won 21-6. Okay. In that game, Mr. Morgan was 20 of 36 for a buck 41 through the air and one touchdown. Okay. But he added 75 yards on the ground and another touchdown. Okay. But it was this week's game that really set it off and seemed like it got folks feeling good for real. In which Mr. Morgan went for 26 of 36, 373 yards through the air, 5 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Okay. So 2 wins, a solid performance, and then a great performance. Had some saying this is the guy. Okay. I put out a poll on both Twitter and YouTube, to try to see what real ones feel about the young king from Ken. Okay. And so far as I tape, okay, I've had 88 votes so far on Twitter. Okay, and the question was simply, is Jackson State's JaCobian Morgan the real deal? Okay. First answer choice said yes, he's QB1. Second answer choice said no, JSU faced bad teams. 95%. 95% of Twitter respondents so far, at least, say yes, he's QB1. Okay. Now, I do have some in the comment section who are expressing a little concern. Okay. One of my young boys, Brian Hart, shout out to the young boy. He said, I don't know OG, it looks mid. Maybe my expectations are too high currently, though. Okay. The queen on here, Brandy. Shout out to Brandy. Okay. Follow her. I'm just Brandy. Oh, also follow my young boy at Ladies Love B Heart. But Brandy told me, ask this again after the Alcorn game. I'm just curious to see if the votes will change. Okay. Hell of a point. Okay. And I hope I remember to do that. And if I don't, hopefully the queen will remind me. Okay. Another account said, not so fast. Like on some Lee Corso shit. Not so fast, but he's looking good. Okay. And that came from at GSH everything. Okay, shout out to them. All right. But that was on Twitter. Let's see what YouTube talking about. Okay. On YouTube, so far, again, as I tape, 129 people have voted in this poll. And 81% over there have said yes, he's QB1. Okay. While 19% has said no, JSU has faced bad teams. Okay. So as of right now, it looks like the real ones are fucking with the young king. Okay. And I am as well. Y'all know I am. Okay. I'm from Canton, Mississippi. I am a proud Cantonian. I am not finna be one of these motherfuckers who blows up. Okay. And that's what we doing. We growing on the daily. I'm getting more and more views on the daily. I'm getting more and more followers and subscribers on the motherfucking daily. But I'm not finna be one of these folks who blow up and try to act like I'm not from Mississippi. You know how Soldier Boy be from everywhere but Mississippi. I'm not one of these motherfuckers. I'm not finna do that. I'm not one of these folks who finna act like I'm not from Canton and say I'm from Jackson. I love Jackson. Okay, I love Jackson, but I'm from Canton, Mississippi. Okay, so y'all know I fuck with this young king, JaCobian Morgan. Okay, and he came on the show. He put it on something, and I told y'all before. A lot of motherfuckers be leaving me on red. A lot of folks, and I'm like, hold on, how the fuck you leaving? I'm more famous than y'all. What the fuck you doing? Yeah, you don't want to talk to me? What we doing? Huh? A lot of motherfuckers seen this face around the world. A lot of motherfuckers seen this face. Go check the numbers. Go check the Instagram numbers. Go check the my music videos and shit on Facebook. Millions of views. Okay, but you don't want to talk to me. But JaCobian Morgan came through, real one. He put it on something. Okay, and I appreciate the young king for that. But I am the realist, so I had to ask the question. Okay, had to ask the question because Valley currently looking at the SWAC standings is the second to last team right now in the SWAC East. Okay. Only team with a worse record than Valley in the SWAC East is Bethune-Cookman. And we'll find out who's the better team between those two coming up this next week. Okay, so that should be interesting. All right. But as of right now, Bethune is at the bottom, and Valley is right down there with them. You know, Valley is 1-4, and Bethune is 0-5. The only team that Valley has beaten in the SWAC and shit for the year is Arkansas Pine Bluff. Okay, Arkansas Pine Bluff is the worst team in SWAC West, at least based off the records. Okay, so when you look at it like that, you could say, okay, I need to see him do it against somebody else. You know what I'm talking about? And I would totally understand if somebody said that. Okay. I would say if I was voting in my own poll, I would say that the young king is the real deal. He has the body. Seems like he has the arm. Okay, in terms of the arm strength. The accuracy. She coming off a 26 of 36 day. Okay, but there are some throws that he misses, and you gonna miss some throws, but I think that's gonna get better and better. He'll probably be much better with that even going into next year. You know, you coming off the injury and all that kind of stuff. Okay, we know that he has some mobility. Okay, I like what I see from the kid. Okay, he seems poised. Seems like he's calm, doesn't get rattled. At least again, he hasn't been in a hostile game yet like that for real. Playing Valley, playing Arkansas Pine Bluff. As the Queen Brandon said, after the next two games, we'll know something. Okay, when you come play at home in the vet as the starter, and hopefully we turn up in that thing. You know, I know it's Texas Southern. It's not homecoming. It's not the first. You know, Bethune was the first home game. Okay. Then the second game, homecoming. So you're expecting crowds for that. This game, you don't want it to be a letdown in attendance, you know, with people like, no, I ain't gonna go to that one. I'm gonna wait till the Alcorn game, you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully, you know, people be up in that thing. But definitely Alcorn motherfuckers gonna be up in that bitch. So we show enough for no. After that game. We'll know more. But I wish the King well. I think, or I hope. Let me say I hope. I hope that the young King keeps doing what he's doing and keeps progressing. Because coming from where we come from, man, a lot of people in Canton, like this is something that can inspire a lot of folk, you know what I'm talking about? Because, you know, a lot of folks in Canton look at Jackson State like the big brother, big sister type of shit. Almost on some like you know, to make an NBA reference. You know how the NBA has their G League affiliates and stuff like that. It's almost like that. You know, it's called the Canton Tigers. The band is called the Baby Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's so much shit that Canton tries to do that's like Jack State. So to have a young King from Canton be the starting quarterback right now for Jack State University, it's a big look for Canton. I went to my mama's house as I do every single day. Got off work, went over there to give my mama her medicine and everything. And my little baby nephew was out there in the yard playing football with one of the neighborhood kids. And the little neighborhood kid told me that he plays for the little pee-wee team, the Canton Chargers. And I brought up JaCobian Morgan. And I showed him a picture of JaCobian when he played for Canton High. And the little kid's eyes lit up. Oh, he played for Canton High? He was amazed by that shit. And I was like, yeah, he played for Canton High. I said, but now he plays for Jackson State. And then I showed him a picture of that, and he was just so amazed by that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, I'm rooting for the kid. There's no shot at JB whatsoever. Y'all saw I supported that King. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, I interviewed JaCobian, but it wasn't like I was politicking for JaCobian to have the job over JB or anybody else. You feel me? I'm not in the film room or on the field with these guys when they evaluating these players. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta trust these coaches. You feel me? And they chose to make the move to JaCobian. So far, it has looked good, and I hope it continues. Okay, so I'm gonna call fact on the young King from Canton, Mississippi. What say you? All right, put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.